Let's take a look at how the housing market went in January. Hello and welcome to the Aaron Powers Show. I'm Aaron Powers with Keller Williams Southern Nevada, and this is episode 6. Great to have you back again. Today is going to be the start of our monthly market update. So I'm going to be bringing you a market update every month after that said month is over. We're going to go back over the numbers, a little bit about what they mean, and also some information about where we're trending and where we could go next. I'm going to give you a little bit of info as well about is that going to be a good time for buyers, sellers, even possibly investing? So we'll go over all of that stuff. Just wanted to kind of introduce you to it this month as it being the first one. The first video we did was an update for really the whole last year in 2018. So I want to be able to bring it to you month over month, and that way we can see, it's trending, we're up this percent, down, wherever it might be. So I'm going to go through this with you and talk a little about the numbers and what that might mean for you. So first of all, again, this is going to be a recap of January's numbers since the month is closed out now. And we're going to start with, how many properties are on the market right now? How many active listings do we have? So first number I'm going to give you is we have over 9,000 active homes on the market. And now when I say active homes, I'm talking about all the homes on the market. And I say that because I'm going to be differentiating it a little bit for you. So the 9,000, that's everything, right? So that's your single family residences, that's your townhomes, your condominiums, and even vacant land for sale. So that's really everything we have here in the Valley, that could be available to you. Even includes the high-rise properties as well. That's going to be everything we have available in the market right now, over 9,000 homes available. All right, second number I want to give to you, which we'll go over each time, is the active amount of single-family homes on the market. And now the reason I like to break that up is to give you a better understanding of, what's actually out there on the market that's your normal everyday single-family home, 1-story, 2-story, possibly even 3-story homes they're building now in some areas. And that number right now is a little bit over 7,000 homes. So just over 7,000 homes on the market, just single-family homes. Obviously, most of us, that's going to be what we're living in, right? Your regular single-family home, 1-story, 2-story, possibly 3. And that's going to be without your townhomes, without your condominiums, land, or high-rise. And really, that's going to be what most of us are going to be owning and or purchasing. So it's really important, I feel like, to really get the numbers based on what the single-family homes are in the market. So that's that number there for you. The next one we're going to talk about, how many properties actually sold? So in January, we had just over 1,500 properties sell, 1,521 properties that actually sold in the month of January. Now, if you take that number, we had 4 weeks, right? You divide that by 4, a few days here and there, maybe a little bit over the 4-week period. But if you divide that by 4, that's actually less than 400 homes a week that are selling right now. It's a pretty low number. I mean, in a normal month, we could have 500 or 600 homes selling in a week. So to see it below 400 is definitely lower than it would normally be. So I want to go over that. And the next thing I want to talk to you about is what are the medians in the market? So a lot of times you'll hear people say, average sale price or average days on market. Well, I'm going to give you the median, and it's going to be just a little bit different. If you're not quite sure, basically what the average is the average takes everything in the market and averages it out to what the point would be in between all of those, right? So the average is going to give you what the average is. Now, average can be skewed a little bit when we're looking at numbers. Say we had a $10 million home sale that month. Well, that average is going to go up quite a bit, isn't it? And if the next month we don't have that outlier, the average will come way down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the median. That's going to be the dead middle number based on everything that's out there, everything that had on market and price are the two medians we're going to go over. So median will give you a little bit better idea of what's really right in the middle. And that's going to be what more people are going to kind of relate to. Obviously, we have our big luxury market and our starting market that are higher and lower. So I'm going to really want to give you the median rather than the average. And you let me know if average is something you're more interested in. We could change that in the future. But I feel like the median really speaks more about where we're at. So what I wanted to do is tell you about, first of all, the median days on market. So how long is it taking a home before it's listed to actually get under contract to sell? And right now, in January, the median was 34 days on market. So again, that's a little higher than it has been, and we're kind of trending in that direction. So the next one is going to be the median sales price. Our median sales price was $1 under 300,000 in January. So it's $299,999. So basically 300,000. And you know, that's really right where we've been. We're still slowly appreciating. That number seeming to go up very slowly. And you know, we'll see that trend continue to happen as well. So that's the median sales price for January. Then the other thing I wanted to discuss with you that we'll talk about is price decreases. So these are the homes that are on the market, active, and are decreasing their price each week. So I'm giving this number to you weekly because I want you to see it that way. We have weekly 1,268 homes per week reducing the price of their home that's already on the market. And the reason I wanted to give that to you weekly is some of those homes will be reducing more than once in a month. So I feel like looking at it weekly, we don't want to have, you know, too many outliers in that. So weekly you can see that, you know, if we have 7,000 single-family homes on the market and over 1,200 of them are reducing their price, you know, why is that? What exactly does that mean? And what it means is that if you're not pricing your home correctly in the market, where the market, you know, at market value, you'll be decreasing it to get it sold. And that's because there are more homes on the market. We have over 7,000 single-family homes, and there's a lot more to choose from. You know, homes are, to give you a couple other numbers, we actually had this past week over 500 homes go under contract. So they're now in the escrow process. So that sold number, how I said it was under 400 homes a week in January. As we flip to February, we should actually begin to see that rise. Based on the number of homes under contract, that number should start to go up. Another one too is our list price to sales price in January was about 98%. So that shows you, right? You're getting about 98% of what you list your home for is what will actually sell for and close and put money in your pocket to walk away with. So again, to go back to price decreases, the people that are pricing the home correctly at market value when they go on the market are selling quicker, and they're selling for more money because they're putting it at market value and getting it sold. Those that are putting their home on the market wanting to overprice or price a little high and start and have room to go down, they're having to decrease the price, and the home is staying on the market longer. So just keep that in mind. All good numbers to talk about. You know, a little bit about where we're headed from here. I see the inventory continuing to rise. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. We're getting further into the year, and we're going to be coming towards those spring and summer months like I've talked about previously. I only see inventory going up from here, as well as days on market. You know, one is really going to directly affect the other. Buyers have more opportunity and more choices. They don't have to make decisions as quickly. And when they have more to choose from, those days are going to continue to rise. You know, not a lot. I think they will continue to rise as the inventory does as well. So specifically for buyer or seller, great time to think about buying a home. Another little tidbit of information for you. Last Wednesday, the Fed actually met and decided that they were going to keep rates stable at a standstill. They're not going to hike them. Interest rates are actually going to stay. And they didn't say how long. You know, we really honestly never know what the outlook of that will be. However, as of now, they said they're going to keep rates the same. So as a buyer, I mean, it's a great time. Inventory is increasing. You have more properties to choose from. You're not really having to compete as much as you were previously, and the rates are going to be stable for a while. So if you're thinking about buying, it is truly a great time. Now on the selling side, same thing. When you're looking at selling, it's really about, should I do it now or should I wait till later, right? Because obviously if you're thinking about it, it really just becomes a timing thing at that point. So the way I look at it is, do I want to compete with less homes or more homes? If it were me, I'd want to compete with less homes. If I know it's something I'm going to be interested in doing this year anyways in 2019, I would rather beat the influx of inventory now and think about selling and putting my house out there when there's already lots, of people buying homes, rather than waiting until the inventory is over. I mean, could it go over 8,000, 9,000 homes? Days on market are longer. So are we still appreciating? Absolutely. Homes are still going up in value, just at a much more normalized rate. And the biggest thing is, if there's less competition and less homes to choose from, yours is going to sell quicker and possibly even sell for more money. So just a couple of tidbits of information for you to think about there, buying versus selling. Really still is a great time to do both. Hope that these numbers have been of interest for you. And as we continue to go, we'll talk about month over month. When we get into March, we'll talk about how February went. We'll talk about, how, did we go up here, down here from January? And we'll really be able to continue that trend for you month over month and show you where the market's going. So again, who do you know that's interested in making real estate dreams come true here in February?